Good morning and welcome to Coffee Club. My name is Abby Smith and I'm running for mayor of Kokomo. This is a weekly video series where I answer a policy and a personal question and we have coffee. So this is Labor Day weekend. It's a long weekend for a lot of people, and the personal question this week is about how do I spend Labor Day weekend with my family. The answer is we do not do the same thing every year. This isn't one of those holidays for us where we have a tradition. We'll do different things, but always focused on rest. Um, if the weather is nice, we will sometimes go to my parents to swim, or Nate will take the kids camping. I say Nate takes the kids camping because that is not my favorite thing to do. And so I will usually take that time to stay home and relax, get some extra sleep, caught up on some sleep, or I'll do things that restore me. I like to crochet, I like to knit, I like to read. So that usually works out best for us, but it's different every year. So speaking of, last year I did read. I read a book called The Last Ballad by Wiley Cash, an excellent writer. We'll link to the book in the video, but The Last Ballad is historic fiction about a woman named Ella Mae Wiggins, and she was a 28-year-old single mother, had several children, and tragically had a couple of children die. So it was a very sad story, but it's one of grit and fighting, and it's true, which makes it just kind of amazing. So Ella Mae Wiggins worked in the textile mills of North Carolina, and she made $9 a week trying to feed her family and make sure that they were taken care of. And at some point she just realized that it was not going to work, and she had to do something different. And about the same time, some organizers came around and were trying to fight for the workers in the textile mills and their working conditions and their compensation, and the hours that they work, to try to make those more reasonable than 70 to 80 hours a week in the mill. You can't take care of 5 kids by yourself and spend that much time at work and not make enough money to take care of them. So what happened is Ella started singing some songs, so that's why it's called The Last Ballad. And those were songs that really stirred the workers and empowered them to keep fighting. And because of her ability to draw a crowd and bring people together, she was killed by the people representing the company and wanting to stop the union from forming. And it is historic fiction, so I hope I didn't ruin the book for you, but it is an amazing story that is just not that long ago. So it was 90 years ago, and to put that in a little bit of context, she would have been my great-grandmother's age, or just a little bit older, and so her children would have been my grandmother's age, and her brothers and sisters. And so, I think a lot of times we think these battles were fought so long ago, but it wasn't that far off. And in my opinion, the battles are not over. If we think about right now, teachers are in the middle of a battle for their rights and their right to collectively bargain. And it is an honorable fight because they teach our children. I have two school-age children. They spend significant amount of time with these professionals, and they don't have the tools that they need to do the job. We are significantly underinvesting in education, and we have for a very long time, and there are consequences to that. I think we are reaping those consequences in our workforce development issues right now. And so, to the teachers who are fighting, I say keep going, and I'm with you in that fight, because you deserve to be able to take care of your families as well. So, speaking of workers' rights to collectively bargain, I am very, very excited this Labor Day weekend to announce that I have received the Howard Tipton chapter of the AFL-CIO's endorsement in my run for mayor. It is so humbling, and it means a lot to me. I know they are putting their faith in me to stand up tall and fight for working families. It's something that I've been doing my whole career, and I'm doing it in a new way now, and I am grateful that they put their faith in me to do that. at the end of the day, I think that this is just about accountability. So we live in a country where the economy is based on profit, and that's understandable. It's worked out really well for the most part, but if left unchecked, it can run amok. And so I think that what a worker's right to organize does, and what unions do, is partner with companies and hold each other accountable. So it is about accountability at the end of the day. So anyone who would deny a worker's right to organize is a person who does not want to be held accountable for their actions. And that's a very dangerous place to be. So I appreciate this endorsement. You can count on me to be accountable for the things that I do and say. Racial and social justice is at a core belief for me, fighting for people and fighting for what's right. And it is a guiding principle that keeps me focused on doing the right thing and not just the easy thing. So thank you again to the AFL-CIO leadership here locally. I really appreciate that, and it is a burden that I feel. I will not let you down. You can count on me to stand up and fight for working families. So thank you very much. So to everyone, happy Labor Day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you get a lot of rest spending it with family. Just like so many other holidays where we get a day off, someone fought for this right. And in this case, it's people like Ella Mae Wiggins, who is a 28-year-old single mom who lost her life fighting for workers' rights. And so remember Ella Mae when you are celebrating and resting this weekend, and know that the fight is still here and we have to keep going. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks.